Hi, EDU 200 students. I am so sorry about that due date snafu. AM to PM makes a big difference, so thank you all for letting me know. If you didn't get my emails, know that they are reopened until the 17th at 11:59 p.m. Even though in Canvas it will show that they're due on the 15th, the original due date, they will be open and available to you. So for those of you that emailed me your assignments, please go back in and submit them in Canvas so that when I go through to do grading, nothing gets lost. It's just so much easier to have it all in one place. And in addition, if others need to reply to a few others in the discussion board area, they will have your Prezi to choose from to comment on. So once again, sorry about that, and thanks for letting me know. As we move into weeks 9 and 10, we will cover Learning Outcome 3, Cultural Diversity. So you have quite a few assignments over these next few weeks. You have quizzes for chapters 3 and 4. You have part 2 of Teach Like Your Hair's on Fire, which is worth a significant number of points. You also have Harry Wong part 6 study guide, which we're used to by now. But you have a video Glogster assignment. So that's where you watch a video, a movie, a documentary, anything related to multicultural diversity and education. So I've given you some ideas in Canvas, but surely you can choose from any that you know of that relate to cultural diversity and education in any way. And then you're going to create a Glogster poster about that movie. So there's a link in there that helps you create an education account, a teacher's account, because it will work with your YC email address since it has EDU at the end. But it's only a 7-day trial, so you need to, once you log in, you need to work on it and get it done. So don't go back in 9 days later because it'll charge you money. And if that's the case, if for whatever reason you can't go in there and get it done within the 7 days, or you've created a Glogster in the past and now it's going to ask you to pay, then you can use something else to create a poster. Just do it in Word or in Photoshop or something like that. It won't be interactive like the Glogster will be, but as long as I know that you've watched the video and you follow the instructions of the assignment and tell us the main points and all of those other things, then you should be fine. So there are options there. Even a Prezi would probably work pretty well in that case too. And you just did that, so you're accustomed to it now. Trying to think if there's anything else. All assignments are due 10/29 by midnight this time. I double checked. And also, as you post in the discussion board, some people have been commenting to me that people are posting last minute, so there isn't anyone to reply to, or that whoever posts first, those 2 weeks, other people seem to just kind of piggyback off of theirs instead of doing their own original work. So if you could be a little more cognizant of that in the discussion board, doing your own original work, using your own sources, and then post your original post as soon as possible within that 2-week time frame so that people have plenty of time to reply to your posts and others. I have taught and taken classes in the past that require you to post within like the first few days of the week and then reply by this date and reply again by that date. And it gets to be really tricky keeping track of those due dates, and I'd prefer for simplicity's sake to have one due date for everything every week. But if people aren't getting in there and doing that along the way, then it doesn't really work. So we'll kind of feel out the next few weeks and make sure that everyone's getting something in there before the last minute. And then if that's not the case, then I'll start having due dates in the middle of the 2 weeks for your original post. So if anybody has any feedback for me on that, let me know. But I do want to make sure that everyone has access to viewing as many original posts and as much new information as possible at the beginning of our 2 weeks every week. All right, that's all for now. I'll check back in again in 2 weeks, right around Halloween time.